I've been contemplating since I named this channel Fishing Things. I've been thinking about other In Things installment to the channel. And the Most High, with his sense of humor, presented me with a perfect opportunity. Y'all check this out.
What's going on, family? It's your boy Al with Fishing Thing. Let y'all in on what happened to me yesterday. We had a little misfortune, a real big mishap. On my way home from the lake, the axle on my trailer gave way, and this is what we looking at. I mean, it twisted all up, man. Almost lost the boat, almost lost the slab hunter completely. In bad shape. And up under here, that axle, when it came loose and twisted up, it ripped a hole in the boat. So, we're gonna be down for a minute, but not out. Gonna be down for a minute, but not out. We just gonna have to switch it up and do a little bank fishing until we can get that slab hunter back on the water. All right, family. What we attempting to do here is get back on the water, and to make that happen, I'm gonna need to weld up that hole that the trailer, the leaf spring on the trailer, caused in the boat. So I got these from Lowe's, and we're gonna put the dryer plug, change out to this plug here, which is actually a welder plug, but we're gonna change it to this plug, and we're gonna change the outlet in the wall to this outlet so that everything is universal, the dryer and my welders. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. Little dryer plug back here. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. Let's see if we can make it happen. Check back with y'all in a minute. I'm gonna need to pull this out, get a little room to work with. All right, got the dryer pulled out. All right, man. What we're gonna do is get this plug here unscrewed. A couple of flathead screws. And we're gonna see what we got behind there. Now, the first thing I did was on the other side of this wall is my breaker box. So I went on and, of course, shut the breaker off to the dryer outlet. Try to keep all my screws in that cup right there. All right, there's the plug. So I need to swap that one with this one. Looks like it's simple enough. Got that gold one right there. Looks like the ground wire. Simple enough. We're gonna have to get back there. There we go. Now this next part gonna be kind of tricky. We got the plug over there installed. Now, change that plug into this plug. It's gonna be kind of tricky. Not sure what kind of identifying marks we're gonna be able to decipher. All right, family, before I start cutting on this plug here, I took the cover plate off just to get a good look at the inside here so I could determine which one of these was gonna be my ground plug, because these both are hot. Well, those are both hot, and that one is gonna be your ground. But we need to figure out, in order to match it up so that it works, that's gonna be my ground plug. So when we wire it back up, we need to make sure that we're connecting to the right source and terminals. I don't know if you guys can see that down there, but that's your ground plate. So that one in the center, follow that up. The one in the center is gonna end there. So just to make sure, we took that plate off to make sure we could determine which one was the ground wire.
In case y'all was wondering, let me explain the correlation between the dryer plug and the boat repair. Beforehand, my welders were only able to be used on the standard household 110 volt outlet. This swap gives me more power to my welders, as much as the 30 amp breaker will allow. More power means a hotter, more consistent, deeper penetrating weld. And what we had coming up, that's exactly what I needed. So at this point right here, what I'm doing is just stripping off the plastic sheathing around this dryer cord, separating them so that we can attach them to the individual prongs in the plug. We're exposing the copper wires right here to ensure a good connection. we opening up the plate clamps here in this plug. We're putting in the copper wire, tightening it back down, and then pushing the prong through onto the other side. And once you get one of them in, you just basically just repeat the process with the other two prongs, making sure that that third wire that we had is going up to the ground plug, up to the center. Put the backing back on, screw everything back down tight, put it all back together.
Well, moment of truth, family. We got the plug switched over. Now I'm gonna test it with the dryer, make sure that's still working. There we go. Still got action on the dryer. Ought to be able to weld. All right, family. I'll show y'all what we got. What we looking at? A hot mess, really. We got a lot of work to do on the trailer and the boat to get back on the water. But I'll show you what we got going on. We're gonna have to replace this bunk for one. Got a slight little twist to the trailer. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but we're gonna have to straighten out this side over here. We're gonna have to straighten out this wheel well as best we can. I have to replace the leaf springs. Tighten up that light fixture. Got this tube here to make another axle out of. I was able to save my spindles and hubs. These weldable spindles here. So I need to put those into the square tubing right there for my axle. My leaf springs, I'm gonna have to replace the leaf springs. Those came in yesterday. So we got the leaf springs, U-bolts and brackets. Got a lot of work to do. I'll film part of it, and part of it I won't. Running low on SD card space right now. Got some footage I need to edit, so that's what we're looking at, fam.
All right, I'm gonna start this off here by laying out some cut line. This is gonna be 1.5 inches wide, about 2 3/4 inches long. It's gonna give me access to weld up those spindles. Put a couple of 1-inch beads on those spindles.